Hi friends, happy Wednesday. Putting on the timestamp here because I don't know where this reading is going to go. I do think I want to do a final check-in for Nancy Guthrie, but that'll probably be the last one until there's something new to report about. It's been kind of hit or miss with quote-unquote breaking news, so today might be the last time we touch on that. But before we do, if you're clicking on this because you saw the thumbnail or the title, let's talk about it. I just need to preface this video with saying I am a huge Bailey Sarian fan. Actually, for years, my cousins have told me that I sound just like her, and it's like this running joke. Like when I'm out in my normal everyday life, like in my full-blown personality and hanging out with family and not being so serious like I am here on this channel, I get told a lot that I sound like her, which is actually quite funny. So yeah, if you guys don't know who Bailey Sarian is, she is kind of like a true crime OG. She's beautiful, she's hilarious, she's very lighthearted and funny, and she's a great storyteller. I adore her energy, the way she presents the cases. She does the murder, mystery, and makeup Mondays. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how she started, and then she went into this like dark history portion of her content. And anyways, it's just awesome. She's beautiful, she's amazing, but that's not why we're talking about her today. And it pains me to do this video because I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea or to come after me. Please don't come for me. God, I love her, and I feel like we need a lesson in discernment, and this is a great example of that, because I feel like right now, more than any other time, specifically right now with everything that the world is going through, we are looking for people to mirror us or to feel the way that we feel or to validate our feelings or to say the things we don't want to say or to use their platforms to quote unquote speak truth or shed light or whatever, right? We're looking for validation. We're looking for our people, our tribe, people who feel the way that we feel. And okay, clearly we're talking about the latest video that she just put out. It's titled, "What Are We Going to Do?" I watched it last night. I had it at 1.5 speed. I was watching and reading the comments at the same time, and then I'd have to go back and rewind and watch it again. And then I'm like, hold on. My little spidey senses were going crazy listening, because I'm like, hold on, I don't think she's talking about what everybody thinks she's talking about. And I feel like this is just a good example to highlight something that I personally had my little senses going off about. And then looking at the comments, I was like, oh man, I feel like the 30 or so thousand comments on here don't even fully understand what she's upset about. And that's okay, because they are viewing her video from their own lens and wanting to mirror their own feelings or validate themselves, which is normal. I'm not saying anything bad against what is happening here, but I do just want to shed light on it for my hive, for my people here who can appreciate a good learning experience from this. And not to say that she's not valid in her feelings, because after I watched it again, like not in its entirety, but I, scroll back, watch certain parts again, just to make sure that I was clear on, if nothing else, how I was interpreting the video, right? So again, we all view the world through our own lenses. So I will be the first to say, this is how I'm viewing it or how I took it. And it was different than the masses. And I just thought maybe we could touch on this for a minute. If you haven't seen it, go show her support, go show her some love, drop some hearts over there, drop some bees over there. She's a beautiful person. And regardless how her message was, I feel, misinterpreted by the masses, doesn't make her wrong or invalidate her feelings whatsoever. So I just want to make that clear. But I think we need to be a little more discerning and take our feelings out of things when we're viewing certain content, because now is such a critical time to hone in on your discernment and really be careful with what you consume or what you think you're consuming or what you're, not in this particular case, just like what you're supporting, people you're supporting, organizations you're supporting, all these things, because how you want to view something is how you're going to view something. I mean, I've been practicing this for years. When I was really new in my spirituality and honing in on my gifts, it's very, very hard for us humans to just kill the ego side of things, or to take ourselves out of it, or to take our feelings out of it. It's really, really hard to do. And I still struggle with that. You still struggle with that. It's something we're always going to struggle with, but to just be aware of it and to work on it, and to actively ask God to take your opinions away, give you an open mind to view things from the lens with the most clarity on a situation, a person, whatever it is. You will get better at reading between the lines, or just not impressing your views, perspectives, or emotions onto what you're consuming. I mean, I'm guessing you guys follow me. Again, this is just for my people here who are wanting to learn a little bit about how my brain works and how I feel into certain energies. And again, please don't come for me. I truly do absolutely love Bailey, but her video, what are we going to do? Very emotional. No, I don't think it was crazy, although she kept saying that, which granted, that is part of this whole learning experience. Why would she say how crazy she feels for saying this, or how she's afraid of people coming after her on her platform? Because what I feel the masses were interpreting her message as was her being upset about the Epstein files, which, yes, I do feel there was a slight nod to that in the beginning of her video. So naturally, what happened was that was touched on early on. You can see her emotion. Immediately in the first 5 minutes of that video, 4 minutes, I don't remember, early on, you were captivated by seeing her distressed, seeing her crying. She started with, you know, she needs to talk about something, and then immediately she brings up Epstein files, Trump, disagreements, the world being a fucked up place, everything is wrong. And then immediately we clung to that sentiment because that sentiment is true. Maybe slightly, I'm trying to say this gently, but emotionally manipulative, because it is a heavy topic of conversation, and it's something that a lot of the world is upset about. And I feel, again, only my own interpretation, but I feel almost like she used that to segue into something that's going on with her personally, and wanting to emotionally oh shit, how do I this is hard to put into words, because I think it's going to come off in a different way than I'm intending. The words seem harsh. Like if I say like emotionally manipulating, that feels bad, right? But it's just a way to use people's emotions to get people to sympathize with you or agree with you, or to whatever the case may be. If you really listen to the rest of that video, which I encourage you to do if you haven't, please use your own mind, use your own discernment, interpret it however you want. Don't let me sway your opinion. I'm just giving one side to what I witnessed. Definite emotional manipulation for something personal. The first part, yes, talked about, you know, Epstein, everybody fighting, keeping us divided, the system is broken. All that is very true, guys. It's very true. But if you really hear with discerning ears as you get through that video, there's something going on with her financially. This was a financially motivated video. She's either about to lose her house, or there's something going on with her taxes. You know, it is that time of year, or she's going on with something medically, and it's affecting her financially. The whole undertone of that message was financial, and I'm just going to come out and say it because I've kind of beat around the bush. The introduction's getting long. Please use your discernment. She touched on the Epstein files. She touched about being crazy, but then the majority was talking about we pay a lot of money for this, and it doesn't cover that. The system is broken. We don't own anything. We're told to buy houses. We're told to get an education. We pay. We pay our bills, and we still own nothing. We have nothing. We're pawns in their game. The 1%ers, the billionaires, like we're just lousy nobodies, and nobody cares about us. Nobody's protecting us. Nobody's doing anything for us. It was a lot of undertones of financial. She's going through something that I do feel is validated. First and foremost, let me tell you, everything she's saying, I completely agree with. I'm only bringing this up because I feel like her viewers misinterpreted that as Bailey is breaking down because of what she witnessed in the Epstein files, and she's being so brave and using her platform to speak out about true evil. But that wasn't the case, because not once did you hear her go on a rant about harming children, what they're doing to children, how nobody's being prosecuted, there's no justice done for people, there's no investigation, there's no whatever. She was more focused on the system cracking because of we're not being taken care of, nobody cares about us, we pay so much money, we still own nothing. But again, I agree with that sentiment. Now you tell me why she would have to come on and cry and say, people are going to come after me, I already know I'm going to get labeled crazy, I'm going to, you know, be talked about, or I'm already going to have backlash, or whatever she was worried about. If you're upset about the Epstein files or babies being harmed, consumed, whatever, you don't call yourself crazy for that. You call them crazy. Like you ask the world to wake up to what's really happening. I would never come on here and be like, guys, I'm crying. I think I'm going crazy. Everyone's going to come after me because I just don't want to see children harmed. No, there was none of that sentiment about like the emotional affairs of the Epstein files. And then another thing that was repeated in her video was like, put all your differences aside for now. Anytime she brought it up, she's like, for now, like, we'll get back to disagreeing. We'll get back, but we have bigger things to worry about. Like, I'm tired of paying taxes, or I'm tired of being broke, or I don't want to lose my house. Or, you know, to me, as I watched it a second time, I'm like, oh, okay, this is like, let's put our disagreements about the Epstein files aside. Let's put our disagreements about Trump aside. Let's put our disagreements about politics aside. Let's put our disagreements on what you identify as and your blah, blah, blah. Let's put it aside for now. Let's focus on what are we going to do? There wasn't a call to action. It's like, okay, Bailey, if you're going to say it, say it. Say the thing. What are we going to do about what? Are you upset about the financial system? Are you upset about taxes? Are you upset about the medical industry? Are you upset about insurances? Are you upset about the justice system? Or, you know, because I didn't hear anything about babies being harmed. Yeah, everything's wrong. Everything's bad. We do what we're told. We're pawns. I agree with that. I am a single mom. I work my ass off. I struggle. I don't have all the things I wish that I did. I worry just like everybody else about putting food on the table, keeping the lights on, keeping gas in the car. That's normal. I work 1, 2, 3 jobs. I went to school and worked 3 jobs when my kid was little. I've done this on my own. You know, I agree with her sentiment. Like, this is fucked up. We don't make enough. We can't own things. We're not getting ahead in life. We stay stuck in this hamster wheel while we're distracted from dark, evil things that are happening, while the rich get richer and we get more controlled and repressed and distracted. I agree with the sentiment. I love her heart. I love her energy. But if you go through the comments, everybody's like, you're so brave for speaking out. This is normal for you to feel this way. These are disgusting people. Like, don't beat yourself up. You're having a normal reaction. But her reaction was not about what you guys think it is. Go watch it again with fresh eyes. Take your emotions about the Epstein files out, because yes, we are all angry. We're all upset with the Epstein files. But her motivation for sitting there crying and talking about it was something she's going through and on the verge of either losing something. There's something bigger going on with her, and she just needed emotional validation from her viewers. It was a tiny bit, in my opinion, emotionally manipulative to say, like, we're all feeling this type of way. Yeah, because we are, but we're upset because babies are being served on dinner plates and that there's nothing we can do about it, and there isn't justice being served. We're not upset because we pay all this money for health insurance and then we break our leg and we're going to lose everything. Like, I think she made references to that like multiple times about, if I get sick, I'm going to lose everything. If I break my leg, I shouldn't go into financial debt. Like, and I understand. Times are hard for people. And I just ask that now more than ever, you guys just really listen to your heart, tune into things, close your eyes, hear what people are saying, and don't assume because you feel a certain way that they feel that way, or that you're hearing it that way, or that you're feeling validated in some way, because then again, that's a reflection issue. And I just encourage all of you to every single day take a minute to view things from a clear perspective, unemotionally. And if you have to listen to things twice, do it. Now, again, more than ever, this is so critical, guys, because there are psyops coming at us left and right. This is a mental, emotional, spiritual war that we are in. And I just want you guys to have sharp minds to be able to see and discern on a spiritual level, because things are going to get harder. The world's going to get uglier. We live in Satan's playground. The world is dark, evil, unfathomable to people with good hearts and pure intentions, and we need to stick together. We need to keep our minds right, and as much as we can, we have to view the world unemotionally and for what it truly is. Still, go support her, watch her video, drop some hearts over there, show her some love. She's going through something. And Bailey, if for whatever reason you find my tiny little platform, I freaking love you. I've been watching you for years. I sympathize with you. I feel for you. I'm praying for you and whatever you're going through. Yeah, you're going to be okay. It's going to be okay, girl. You got this. By the slight chance that Bailey does see this, or anyone who's a huge fangirl like I am, let's just pull a few cards for her. We'll clear it up. We'll do a quick spread on any updates coming for Nancy, and then I will wrap it up. I do have to be somewhere in an hour, so yeah, we will do a quick spread for our girl Bailey, sending her good thoughts and prayers. And you guys, trust me, I don't doubt that she isn't just as equally as upset about the things that are going on in the world. I just think the video was more about, and honestly, I'm all for it. Like, are we revolting? Are we not paying taxes this year? Like, are we, because count me in. Like, I'm the first to be like, fuck this, we ride at dawn. I don't want to pay taxes. Okay guys, I work in sales. I own a business. You know, I do YouTube. It's like, I'm paying taxes on everything. I have to have a loss for my business just to be able to not go into crippling debt over a sales job, because you get commission and bonuses where they take 50% of it right off the top, and then you, oh my god, the taxes, the shit that they feel entitled to, our government, it's insane. It's like, I work my ass off all year, you know, just for that end of the year bonus. It's like, fuck, I barely made 80% of my bonus or my goal, and then you get paid out and you're like, fuck, they think they can take like 53% of it just for what? I worked my ass off. I already give you my taxes. I give you, they tax everything after they tax your paychecks for things you need to survive. Like, it's insane. And I'm all for this, like, fuck the government, fuck you people in high places who continue to keep us impoverished and poor and playing your fucking game while you guys get rich and do things behind our back. I support the sentiment, and I'm here to ride for you guys. Like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Whatever we're gonna do, count me in. Count me in. Because I'm just as upset about not being able to sit on a yacht and drink martinis and watch the sunset. I have to sit here and work nights and weekends and a 9-to-5 and do sales, count on bonuses, and have a YouTube channel, and trying to do private readings on top of that just to, you know, give my son a birthday party. It's like, it's a lot, guys. And I am just as fucking frustrated with the system and the bullshit that they get away with, on top of hurting children. Fuck the taxes. I would pay taxes and be enslaved to this fucking system if they were protecting our children and weren't disgusting fucking weirdos that are robbing us blind. Like, that's what we should be upset about. That should have been the core of the message, is all I'm saying. And I just feel like the majority of people took that as the core of the message, and it wasn't. That is all. But I'm with you guys. I'm ready to ride. What are we doing? Whatever we decide to do, like, count me in. I haven't filed my taxes yet, because I wait till the end of the, you know, the latest possible deadline, because I just hate it. I hate it. I hate having to pay. I know I'm gonna have a huge bill at the end of the year. Like, I have deductions, I have business losses, I'm head of household, I'm a single mom, and I still owe thousands at the end of the year, guys. It's, oh well, maybe this year I won't. Maybe this year I'll get lucky and get some freaking money that we keep getting promised. I'm just saying, I'm with you guys. Whatever the Bailey Club decides that we're doing, like, count me in. Winner, winner, stroke of luck, unexpected money, hell yeah. Hell freaking yeah. Okay. I don't know, let's see. I don't think this is the right deck, but I don't know. Just pull a couple in a quick spread. Bailey Bay, this is for you. I don't care. That's funny. Lack of empathy. Uninterested. I don't want to get too much into her personal life, but yeah, there is definitely like something that she doesn't have access to. She's being blocked from something, Either her money is tied up somewhere, she was expecting something, a loan, somebody took something back. There's finances right here in the middle. There's boundaries, lack of empathy, and then private property, locked gate on the outside looking in, almost like the stop hand, the locked gate. There's something being withheld, and I believe it has something to do with, again, financial energy, prosperity. I don't know, I feel like taking out some of these. That's interesting. Goldfish is here, which again, and talks about an increase in material wealth or spiritual growth, but this says new home. So we have the wealth card, prosperity, unexpected incomes, a new home, private property, but it's like being blocked. Material wealth for a new home has been blocked. A loan has been denied. There's like, it feels, yeah, like something to do with like a home situation. I don't know what that looks like for her, what's going on like with her residence, or, you know, I know she brought up like the medical stuff more than once. I don't know if like medical bills are preventing her from securing a new home, or if there's something going on where somebody's lacking empathy towards her situation, if she's been sick. But I mean, God, she has damn near 8 million followers. I mean, her channel averages more views than Candace Owens, like before the whole Charlie Kirk thing. Like, I don't know what her financial situation looks like. Maybe she got in over her head with a property, became sick. I don't know, but there's definitely like health, property, financial issues that were being misinterpreted as being sickened by the lack of justice for elites. Let me get 2 more here. Tell me more about what's going on with Bailey and the energy around her recent video. Pleasure with a close friend. And a need to defend yourself. Okay. Protecting your property. Somebody take advantage of her, like a friend took advantage of her. Cleaning house. There's a friend you're protecting yourself from. This could be like somebody who sold her a house, a bad deal. There's yeah, somebody who was like a fake friend, lacking like the lack of empathy. They don't really care about you. They are masking as a close friend and need to protect yourself. A lot of money involved. And then, yeah, it's like locking somebody out, getting a new home, almost like clearing your energy. Like, I need a new home, a new start. I'm blocking this friend. They caused some kind of trouble for her. Somebody caused some trouble for her. A friend, a boyfriend, a partner, a family member, somebody close. That maybe took advantage of her, and she's cleaning house. Dog far away, a distant friend. Spiritual development, enlightened. Yeah, it's like there was awareness around a friend that she put distance. She put distance with this person, but something, she's still like dealing with the ramifications of something that happened that I feel kind of screwed her over at a time where maybe she needed or counted on somebody for something. And she's going through some sort of awakening and spiritual growth here. It's like finding out who your friends are, reestablishing boundaries, starting over, new home, new perspective, kind of just like an emotional cleansing for her, which is necessary. We all need that. We all go through that. But yeah, there's strong emotions here about, I feel, somebody that did her dirty, and then something affecting her finances and possibly around a home or a property that she's been blocked or removed from. A dark woman. Yeah, okay. Bailey, if you're watching this, who's this? What'd this person do? Let's talk about it. Let's get real. Let's get real into the nitty gritty on what's really on your heart so we can support you and riot against the machine. But like, what's really on your heart, girl? Unless this is her. Pull a few tarot and then we will clear this and ask about Nancy. Yay. All right, anything else we can know about Bailey to send her some good positive energy for whatever she's going through right now? Page of Wands is here. Four of Wands is at the bottom. The Four of Wands is talking about the house. The Page of Wands is a new beginning, a new adventure at a new house. I don't know if she's talked about it. I mean, I haven't seen actually any of her recent videos. It's been a while since I've kept up like with her content on a regular basis. So I don't know if she's talked about it in any of her videos about moving. Magician and the Lovers, Four of Pentacles. I just seen the Four of Swords. I've seen the Four of Wands. I see the Four of Pentacles, and I'm losing my voice. The Magician and the Lovers. Like, now you see me, now you don't. Two of Pentacles in and out with the Three of Cups. I don't know anything about her personal life either. If she's married or dating. Ouch. Yeah, a lot of healing, a lot of emotions, a lot of sadness around a Tower and an Emperor. So if she was in a relationship, did this person take advantage of her, leave her in a bad situation? Is she left to clean up, pack up, start over? Close-up friend, a need to defend yourself. But the Tower is with the Emperor, and there's sadness and loss here with a need for healing and a new home, new attitude, fresh start, spiritual growth. Yeah. Three of Wands. There's the Grim Reaper. An ending to an Emperor situation. Eight of Swords. The Chariot. Something going on here with somebody for her. We have the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles here at the bottom. Three of Wands is forward movement. Things are progressing, but then the Eight of Swords is stalled. You're stuck. You're not going, and the Chariot is moving fast again. So it's like wanting to progress, wanting to move on, wanting to go forward, but being stuck. Like you're unable to progress because something here is stopping you. Something is holding you back. Something has put up a gate. It's like, do not pass go. You're wanting to move on with your life or do something, but there's some financial reason that's stopping you or something that is preventing you from being able to move away from this discomfort and sadness to start the healing. It's like you're stuck in this for now. And as much as you're dealing with and want to get away from it, there's a financial reason why she's stuck dealing in some situation and she doesn't like it. She's not dealing with it well. That's what I'm seeing. Something had come to an end. Somebody took advantage of her, put her in a compromised financial position that she's having to clean up herself. But there's also involuntary halt, like stuck in place stuck in the mud type of energy. All right, Bailey, let me get you a Gothic Oracle. There's a slim chance you happen to see this and just need a message from your guides about whatever it is that you're dealing with, whatever weighs heavy on your heart. Final message for Bailey and her situation. Advice from her guides. I'm not going to take these, but I'm going to show you guys what came out. We have Dragon Beauty, our murder makeup queen. Forever Yours. I mean, that kind of looks like her. And then a Soul Bond. So we'll see if any of these show themselves again. Trick or Treat with the Blessing. Again, not taking these. We're going to take one, but I will show you. I do fully stand by her saying, like, if we don't get mad enough, though, about what we're currently dealing with and things don't change, things will get worse. Like, that is 1000% true. Yeah. What are we going to do, guys? Energy. It's like, that's a mess. Let's see. Okay, 8 of Swords. Wanting to be front and center here with feeling stuck. Held against your will. Wow, that one almost wanted to come out. Enchantment. Final card for Bailey. Damn, so many. Like, she has a lot on her plate right now. Okay. Try this again. I mean, you guys see me use these cards a lot. They don't fly out like this ever. Maybe once or twice, but I usually get a card. These are just like spilling out all over the place. The Truth. One card, so we will take it. The Sword of Truth. Bottom of the deck, Moon Witch. Soul Bond is back under that with the Gothic Prayer. Let's read the Truth. Honesty. A woman crouches within the wings of a dragon and confidently offers you a sword. A flash of light reflects off its blade. The weapon is a symbol of truth. Looking into your eyes, she asks that you consider what is true and what is not. This card of honesty sometimes requires you to be honest with others, but it will always encourage you to be honest with yourself. There will be occasions when this is easier said than done. We have all experienced denial of one kind or another. The Truth card suggests that you contemplate what you truly know to be real in a situation. This can lead to inner conflict, since the truth can sometimes be ugly or hurtful, but authenticity and sincerity can only ever be the real winner. If you have drawn this card, then you know what it is you must do. This is not a time for avoidance, since fairness is paramount. In some readings, the truth will become revealed from an external source and will need to be accepted. However, in other consultations with the cards, you are being motivated to speak up about what you consider to be morally right and fair. Which I think she did. She did speak up. She is being vulnerable, emotional. She came to her platform in a very raw, real state, and I applaud her for that. I do think there's more going on behind the scenes there for her, and maybe being just really vulnerable and real with her community can do a lot more in terms of creating change or looking at the situation for what it is, specifically for what she's dealing with. We know what the world is dealing with. We know how dark and twisted and ugly that is, but I feel like there's a Bailey truth where she does need support and she needs help. And I feel like when she does decide to talk about it, it'll feel really good for her to just have people know what she's dealing with in her personal life and how whatever system has wronged her, because I'm a victim of the system too. Like, I fully agree that whatever she's going through probably isn't fair, and we've all done the right thing, and there's just more to the story. And I hope, Bailey, that you come out and talk to your fans about it. Talk to real world stuff. You don't have to put this big blanket statement over it and vaguely ask what we're going to do. Like, let's talk about it. Let's get real. Let's talk about real world shit that happens, real friends that stab us in the back, real systems that fail us, real ways that we can build up our whole life from nothing and lose everything because of shitty systems and whatever it is. Like, let's talk about the real things, and then let's find out what we're gonna do. Again, I'm ready. If we're riding at dawn, let's fucking go. All right, guys, pray for her, send her good vibes. I did tell you guys, though, if you're new here, there's a playlist for Jeffrey Epstein. We have attempted to channel him and get energy from that situation, and it did come through right off the bat. Like, the world isn't ready for the truth, because the truth of the truth is there's nothing we can do about it, and it is a mind fuck to find yourself in that reality where you see the disgusting shit that people do and how ultimately powerless we are, and what, like she says, we're just fucking pawns in their game and we don't matter. Everything she said is true, guys. I just want you to just listen beyond, it wasn't, there was a different message there, but the bigger message of the bigger situation is all true. It's all valid. We don't matter. Nobody's protecting us. We are to be numb, distracted, good little pawns who go to work and pay our taxes and continue to feed the evil machine while we turn away and refuse to look at the evil that's happening, because at the end of the day, we're never going to see justice. Somebody else will take over the machine. The true powers that be will never be revealed. No, if you invent the systems, the banking systems, the prison systems, the food systems, the farming systems, if you invent all of that, who's going to punish you? Let's be real. They're going to take your freedom. They're going to take your food. Or they're going to take your money, take your reputation if you don't even know who they are. Like, we will never. And the reason why we will never is not because of anything other than this is Satan's playground. This type of thing will continue to happen, continue to be accepted, because that is what this realm was created for. When Satan ruled over Earth, we can't expect anything more than this, guys. Not in this form of reality. Until Satan is abolished and we all go to the light, we will continue to deal with evil like this, because it comes with the territory. It comes with the people who rule this reality, this land, this space. It's sad and it's sickening, and it's almost like I'd rather be ignorant in a way. Ignorance is bliss. Is that the old saying? So true. Speaking of distractions, mind games, psyops, and evilness, let's get back into Nancy Guthrie energy, shall we? The whole Erica fatigue was real, but in 2 weeks, we already all have Nancy fatigue. Like, fuck, guys. What is happening? They keep referencing, like, the Idaho 4 murders with her case, and it's like, come on. None of us believe that bullshit either. Like, why are we gonna, this is like the Idaho 4 case. Fuck, it's all fucking fake and gay. Shout out to Candace. Fake and gay. Like, don't tell me about Brian Colbert or why the Nancy Guthrie case is gonna be solved, because that shit wasn't solved. Be so fucking for real. He did not do that by himself. Anyways. Alright. You guys. There are so many readers who are doing back-to-back readings on this, like multiple a day. Like, shout out to those people who can do it. And I know there's been a lot of interest and the views are just skyrocketing. So, the readers are just giving the people what they want. But like, how much information can you guys pull in 17 days? I've watched a couple. I can't keep up with them. They're long videos. There's so many creators doing multiple videos. But it's like I will try to skim through and just get the basic, like, high level energies, and it's all the same thing. Like, you guys can do 72 hour videos and 72 hours of information, and it all comes back to like the same energy over and over and over again. So I feel fatigued by it, and I've only done a handful, so we're gonna do one more just to see. But again, I feel like the energy isn't changing. We're not getting new information. I don't know what I expect to come of this quick reading now, but I guess we'll see. I know the last video that I did touching on this energy, or actually just the last video that I posted on the channel at all, was talking about Savannah, and I was honestly expecting to get a lot more hate on that video, just because it is odd to most people to think that people can be talking about pineapples and pizza and ice cream, and, you know, we're the crazy ones for thinking there could be something else going on there when toddlers are in bowls of fruit and pizza outfits. But, you know, I can't prove anything there, so it is what it is in terms of that. But, you know, I mentioned Jimmy Fallon when Savannah was kicked out of the #1 spot for her children's book, and then Jimmy Fallon's book was put on top of hers, and I was like, wow. Like, I didn't know Jimmy Fallon's son was sick. Like I said, unless I have a reason to energetically look into these people, I don't have no fucking clue what they're dealing with, guys. I don't know, their kid's sick, or their wife left them, or they cheated on this person, or they went to prison when they were a kid. I know nothing about them. I don't care to know them unless there's a reason. I don't give a shit about Savannah either, but because they are siphoning our energy and sucking us into this fucking catastrophe that happened with her mom, yes, I went down the rabbit hole of her energy, and I personally didn't like it. You can disagree, it's totally fine. But I got a couple comments about, like, no, Jimmy Fallon's a great guy, Jimmy Fallon this, his child is sick, how dare you insinuate because he wrote a children's book, you know, for his sick child, that he's a weirdo. And I'm like, oh shit, like, I don't know, I feel bad, like, if I wrongly just threw Jimmy Fallon in there. But then I was like, as soon as I had that conviction, it wasn't even the next fucking day I was scrolling and I came across a video of somebody talking about Jimmy Fallon, ironically, while he was interviewing Taylor Swift, which I'm a huge Swiftie, love her music, but even this, I'm like, ew, fucking miss me with that. I don't know how I missed this interview, but her and Jimmy Fallon just laughing, talking about how, yeah, and we went to a pizza party recently. Yeah, so much fun. We had so much fun. We have great pictures from that night. Like, give me a fucking break. Nobody in this sick fucking world of celebrities just has so many fucking pizza parties. No. I don't care if you have fucking private planes, millions and billions of dollars. You have influence, status, money, power, name it. You don't fucking sit around and talk about pizza parties all the goddamn time. Like, miss me with that bullshit. Jimmy Fallon, same thing. Taylor Swift, same thing. Savannah Guthrie, same fucking thing. It's over and over and over and over and over again. And we're just finally starting to open our eyes. And it fucking sucks. It sucks. I will say though, maybe for a different video, because I want to give like the last 20 minutes or so to Nancy's case and what could be going on with her. I did get a download about pizza parties, and we'll get into like a whole separate video on that, but there is 2 meanings to these pizza parties, and it's intentional that way. So we'll dig into what this potential other meaning is, but it's not just one meaning. I was shown that specifically by Spirit, and I don't have full clarity on that, but not everything. It's all nefarious, it's all bad, but it has 2 separate meanings, and only certain people will know the different meanings, and you have to be able to listen to keywords, listen to context around it, even the time of day, the day of the week that this interview is done. Like, the system runs deep, the codes, the symbols, everything runs so deep. It's not just pizza equals blank, ice cream equals blank. It's a lot more fucking twisted. These people are a lot smarter than that, and there is a dual meaning to pizza, and I'm determined to figure it out. Do I think it's actual pizza parties? No. Do I think it's good and they all sat around and talked about monies going to charities and curing cancer? Also no. But there are 2 meanings, and I don't know what the other one is yet. So let's dive in. Let's see. Let me just do a quick check. I just want to make sure there's, before I get started, nothing like, oh, she's been found. Yeah, as soon as I open, here's Bailey's video. 1 million views already. It's this one right here, in case you guys want to go check it out. Nope. Nancy Grace just posted 13 minutes ago, help find missing grandmother, Annie Tisdale. Different case. Wow, interesting. Apparently, I mean, I'm not seeing anything other than like the DNA wasn't in CODIS. FBI looking in Mexico for Nancy from that surprise witness. This was posted an hour ago. I don't know. Okay, so still looking, still no info. Guess we're going to Mexico now. I don't know, guys. Let's just do a quick reading, shall we? I don't know. Center card. I just got a notification about an appointment I have coming up on Friday at 3. So I wonder if Friday at 3 something will be said. I hesitated on just stopping the video here. It's pretty long already and just doing a fresh Nancy video, but I've already talked so much. I don't know. Maybe there's going to be a connection here. Let's just keep going, guys. Maybe a little longer video, and I know it has two totally different energies with our girl Bailey and then Nancy and the weirdos in Hollywood. I do want to do another reading for Taylor Swift. Mercury did it. Miscommunication. Retrograde blame. Aren't we? Somebody was saying. Interesting. Okay, we'll talk about Taylor Swift later. I do want to do a follow-up reading because I've gotten some interesting feelings lately around Travis, but again, stay tuned for all the crazy shit you'll find here on this channel. Mercury did it. I keep hearing from different people who are more into like the astrology side of things or know more about it than I do. Keep saying like we're in like shadow retrograde or we're going into Mercury retrograde, or I don't know, are we already there? But that is about like tech communication, miscommunications. Isn't this also where like things get revisited from the past? Bottom of the deck, interesting, is the being too much again, but this looks like somebody on like New Year's, like in their sparkly suit. Oh, Erica, is that you? Is that you at Amfest or wherever the hell she wore the sparkly fucking suit at? Today is just an F-word bomb day, guys. Sorry about it. Rejection or overexpression. In the Nancy energy, we do get pulled into like some sort of event, party, holidays. This could have been around New Year's, her birthday. We just came out of, you know, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and her birthday. So a lot of like event dressing up, and then like an overexpression, a miscommunication that happened over the holidays. Blame the stars. Blame the literal like Hollywood stars. I don't know. Miscommunication, Mercury retrograde, an overexpression, shame or rejection. Did somebody feel rejected or shamed by something that was miscommunicated during the holidays with family or something like that? Let's see. Let's just do 2 from each half. Spirit, give us an update on Nancy Guthrie. Anything that we should be aware of or can look forward to? Breaking news. A meeting with a stranger could be important. Somebody you met during the holidays? Handshake. A deal was done during the holidays, at a birthday party, at New Year's. A handshake is like, here are the terms, here's a handshake agreement. New job or career. Somebody take a job over the holidays? It's like when someone offers you the job and you stand up and you shake their hand. Overexpression or rejection. You were rejected from a new job. Shame, rejection, new job or career, a stranger, a handshake. The bottom of the deck is skull. Hidden secrets can harm you. Okay. Let's get 2 from this half. Coins and problems. Money, problems. Money, problems. Bottom of the deck here. Ooh. The bowl of plenty. Plenty of material things. Hidden secrets, material things, problems to be resolved around money, meeting with a stranger, a handshake, a new job, rejection, overexpression, and miscommunication. Miscommunication over something, again, going back to something probably that happened between November and January. What are we blaming Mercury for? What is this miscommunication about? Manipulation and gossip is showing itself. We've been getting a lot of energy around gossip as well. Birds, gossip, secrets, family secrets, people talking. Wow, same energy again. Unexpected money. Were we talking about Bailey at the beginning? Because something about the beginning energy ties into Nancy. Could whatever Bailey be going through be somehow similar energy to whatever happened here with Nancy? I mean, we won't know until we know. There's the bait card. It's like you took the bait. Planned meeting with somebody. You were set up around a home. Planned meeting. Until we know what Bailey's really going through, we can't really say that this is connected, but energetically there could be a connection because, again, we're getting kind of similar energies, and I don't think it's a coincidence that I was talking about that, and then we're going into this energy. All the messages are a message. There's some connecting cord here to both cases. One's not a case to both energies. I mean, shoot, the second one might not be a case either. Who knows? Don't tell me that's the Tower. Yes, the Tower and the Queen of Wands. 4 of Wands with the House. Something about a house. Finances around a house. A Tower for a Queen of Wands. know it doesn't make sense to me. Not that anybody cares. The millions of things that don't make sense to me, but why do they have... Oh, well, I guess, you know, I don't know why, maybe just thinking out loud with the camera on made me put the pieces together. But for some reason, initially I was like, why are they flying low, trying to find her pacemaker Bluetooth connection? Okay. Well, anyways, I solved my own mystery, guys. I was going to say, like, why are they flying low in areas? But I guess because they're trying to connect to it, like if she's in somebody's house being held, like she's alive. Because I was going to say, if they're just like looking for her body out in the desert, right? Or just like flying through the desert looking for her, why not just send the dogs out? But then I guess if they're just looking for her to be alive and maybe being held in someone's house, it'll ping. So they could be flying over like residential areas also, which, okay, makes sense. Whatever. That's pretty cool. We should all just put little trackers and sensors in our arms so when government comes to look for us, they can just fly over and ping us Bluetooth like the mark of the beast in the Bible. I mean, I don't doubt that the world's going to get there. What is it called? Like digital IDs and... yeah, the world's going to be a crazy place before it gets better, guys. Buckle up. Yeah, so maybe they're looking for her alive and being held. But if not, like, why aren't I was just thinking if they were like looking for her body in the desert, like, put the dogs out. They can detect the decomp or whatever probably a lot faster than an airplane flying over random places. I don't know. I don't even know if they have used dogs at all in this case. I know a couple other readers where I've kind of browsed through different videos. You guys were telling me that passionate perseverance or something like that. Passionate, I don't even know if she gives her name or refers to herself as anything. But whoever she is, I know she's done a lot of videos. And you guys, I was trying to go through, just skim through some of her videos because you guys were telling me that she had connections to Pineapple. I couldn't personally find it, but then again, there's like a lot of content there and a lot to go through. But a lot of hers messages tend to repeat, which is great. Maybe there's some real validation and clues there. I know she was getting like rainbows, mountains, water, boats. I forgot where I was going with that thought, but yeah, I don't know if they've taken the dogs out at all. I think from what I gathered, just looking at other content, a lot of people feel her in or near water. It was pretty crazy that a lot of people are getting also like the pink flowers. Different mediums I've watched are getting different directions: south, east, northwest, mountains, Mexico. I don't even really know at this point. They're waiting for something to bloom. They're waiting for... somebody has laid the bait. It's like there's a flower that's not yet popped open. That's the bait. It's like when the flower comes open and the bee comes, that's a setup. Like time's, because I can see time's up poking out over here. This flower is just starting to open up, and then this flower is wide open and the bee comes, but it's a trap. I wonder if they are setting up, yeah, for jail, like setting up an operation or planting something to lure someone into. They're setting a trap for somebody to walk into. Something going on behind the scenes with tech. They're setting like an electronic trap. They're planting bait somewhere to see if somebody takes it, visits a website, or pings in an area, or opens an email, or I don't know what this is about. What is this, like, operation? Yeah, okay, they're there's gonna be an arrest soon. Divine timing. Sad news and an arrest. Sad news, certified mail. That's text communications, timing card. Sometime soon. They've laid a trap. They're waiting for this flower to pop open for the perfect timing to arrest somebody. Sad news. Divine timing. Let's get one more and then here's the light a candle. Could be like a vigil or people gathering around her house with candles when something does come out. But then again, something about karma. And then we have 28 and 10. 28th could be a timing card. 10 could be a timing card. 10 days. Wait, is today the 18th? Today's the 18th. 10 days would be the 28th. Is there going to be movement? The karmic wheel turning over the next 10 days. Something's in motion. 10 days. 18th to the 28th. An arrest or news. Karma. Interesting timing cards. Yeah. Bottom of the deck. Sit, watch, observe, then make your move. It's like planting the seed, waiting for the timing. As soon as the flower opens and the bee shows up, it's like jail. They've set a trap for this person where only this person is going to get the memo or something. They're sitting there watching. They're waiting for the flower to pop open, for the bee to show up, for an arrest to be made. And then honor what is ending. The skull is here. We have the flower again with the world. Let's get a few tarot cards out here just to see what could be happening from 18th to the 28th. Show me 18th to the 28th. First card out is the death card. Look at this plant. High Priestess, Six of Pentacles, Temperance. This is giving me like, they're going to be very tight-lipped about the information that they so freely give. Like they're going to hold back a lot. They're going to be very intentional about pieces that they release. We're not going to get the full story. Like if something is announced, somebody is locked up, around like the death, the autopsy, what happened, why this happened. Like it's not just going to be a flood of information that comes out. It's like what we're going to be told, and the information we're going to be given is going to be slow and methodical. It's going to be like pieces, little pieces at a time. A lot is going to be remain hidden about this, and I think the public is going to be pissed. Like we're going to want answers when we hear about what could be happening, and I think we're going to get very little information. Two of Cups, the Sun, the Two of Swords, Ten of Wands, Two of Wands. At the bottom, we have Two of Cups, Two of Swords. Something about the two is significant. The Sun is here again, next to the card of the little boy with the sad boy. We got this energy before. It's like little boy blue. Somebody's sad and burdened. There's a burden around a little boy. Somebody's son. There's sadness. There's burdens here. But there's it's a close relationship. There's love, closeness, emotional ties here. Sadness for a little boy and burdens. Maybe somebody's kid is sick, or a child in some capacity was cut off, felt on the outside, or the scissors. It's like there's clearly sadness here. It's showing a male child. Same energy. Wow. Five of Cups, sadness, depression, loss. Two of Cups with the Sun, the sadness, being cut off, heavy burdens, depression, feeling like a ghost on the outside of the house. Seven of Wands. Ace. Scarecrow. Scarecrows defend the crops. Why am I showing this as defending crops? Scaring away the birds to protect the crop. Hermit. Something about the house. Two pictures of houses here. Something about this card feels important. guys, I mean, this is a huge deck. There are many cards in here, more than the traditional deck. A huge deck. The last time we did this, well, one of the videos, should I even remember, but look at this. We got this card as well. Somebody walking out of like a Western saloon type place. This person might identify with ranches, ranching, cowboys, drinking, gambling, but walking away from the scene. And then look, here's that same death card. There's multiple death cards in here in different variations, by the way, but we got this one again. The little boy showing up at the door with the old woman, the bricks around the house, the death card. Somebody came in to the door, and then the magician made her disappear. Oh my God. Whoa. In the earlier readings, if you guys missed it, I was getting that type of energy. This type of energy. Like being separated. You know, we were getting a lot of blade references and things like that. Like over and over again. But if somebody came to the door to do this, to make them disappear, maybe they had to do this later, somewhere else. The magician coming to the door, death, disappear. Now you see me, now you don't. Alright guys, we're going to wrap this up. I'm just going to get a few more of these and a final oracle card. You guys know the drill. Like the video, drop a comment, say hello. Go show Bailey some love. Share this with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ooh. Double moons with the star. The stars and moons. Six of Cups shows a train. That's also the... This is also... Oh. Also the card for kids. These three. See what I mean by like there's different variations of the cards in this deck? So these are two different versions of the moon. But either way with the stars. So this is nighttime. The moon and stars are out. It's dark. This is a picture of like actual Hollywood stars. And children. And darkness. And secrets. Yeah, burdens and death. Okay, an argument. All right. Message seems to be the same, which is why I think we'll give this a break for a little bit because it's, I mean, I could do this 30 million more times. I could do this twice a day, every day, but the energy is going to be the same. We see that argument again. The Five of Wands is a repeated energy, and then the Death card, an argument, a heated argument, something passionate that pursued here. Somebody was either misunderstood or something was miscommunicated. There was a disagreement here. Here we have the second version of the Death card, again, after an argument, and burdens, the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is here. Burdens, death, arguments. There's children here. Three of Wands working together, a group collaboration, a group effort, or something around somebody you worked with. There being a connection to the devil with somebody in the family. A Two of Cups who worked with somebody who had this type of energy. You invited the devil in. There's something about children here. Stars and moons. Nighttime energy also around famous sickos. So, and a King of Pentacles. This is a repeated energy as well. Four of Wands around the house. A King of Pentacles around the house. a son of somebody, a partner's son, somebody who worked with one of the children. It's their son, or their son is sick. There's burdens. They relay it off. There's a miscommunication. Somebody was accused of something. Their children are going to suffer for it. There was a motivation about children or passionate disagreements here. I mean, all that energy. Same again with the King of Pentacles. And a Four of Wands, the home, a boss. I'm gonna get two more and call it a day. I do want to do other types of readings though, possibly. I mean, we'll see. Like I said, the Nancy fatigue is real. The Erica fatigue is real. The fatigue is real right now. I am so overwhelmed with work and everything else going on. But, you know, I know I wanted to try to channel Nancy herself, possibly her husband. There are other readings I want to do with actually trying to bring in somebody from the other side to help bring a part of the picture into clearer view for us. But, yeah, I'll have to wait until I'm feeling a little better about that, or just in a different place mentally. There is tons of content to be seen though, if you guys are super interested in this. There are a lot of creators doing a lot of content around this. Okay, final two cards. Okay. Yep. There's the Tower at the bottom. The Tower and regret. Regret and sadness about the Tower. The Emperor is here with the Ten of Cups. There is a masculine who has regrets, for sure. They are like, what the fuck did I do? I let my emotions get the best of me. I should have just walked away. It was a misunderstanding, or I was pushed into a corner. There's regret here. Look at this person. They're regretting this impulsive decision here. Regret. But look at the last two cards were the Ten of Cups and the Emperor. This is somebody connected to the family, the home, a masculine. Masculine connected to the home and the family that has massive regrets about this tower that is about to come down on him. But again, there were a lot of burdens. There's so much more going on here, like emotionally. There was a family motivation here. Like, nothing's ever a good excuse. But there's going to be some sort of like emotional reason. I don't know. Queen of Wands. There's a scalpel energy again. And again with the doctor or the nurse. Lovers. When they say that everyone's been cleared, like foreign DNA in the home, like the gardeners, the pool people, the nurse aides or house cleaners, whoever has been quote unquote cleared, does that mean like they've cleared their family too, or like just the people that would been in the home? Could this be the nurse or the house cleaner or the spouse or son of somebody that would have been in the home? The masculine. Like, what is everyone close to her has been cleared? Are they implying it's a stranger? Because it's not. It's not a stranger. I don't care what the narrative ends up being or what story they tell or who they potentially end up framing for this, since they found a glove and waiting for DNA. I mean, are they just looking for the person to pin this on so that they don't have to carry the shame of not solving this or not knowing what the fuck they're doing? So somebody's got to, you know, take the fall for this. And then it's going to be told to us this was like a total stranger. I don't think so. We'll see what ends up playing out here, but this is somebody close. Definitely a masculine, high emotions, lots of regret, lots of burdens. Definitely a passing. Nancy, I don't feel is still with us, and maybe some information coming by the 28th, or yeah, I don't know, guys. from Oracle. I am so late for my research project. Trick or treat wanted to come out earlier, and it's trick or treat. Somebody coming to the door. Lifeblood. The Reaper. Like, it's giving me like a kid came to the door. It's this energy, like trick or treat, but look at, he is also carrying the scythe. Look at this. 2 different decks. Trick or treat, coming to the door. You see the little baby dragon, you see the little kid here. Wow. They came to her house to do this. Specifically, this was the intention. To get there and to make sure she didn't walk out alive, I feel. Again, I hope I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Use your discernment. Take nothing I say here as fact. I'm an energy reader, and that is it. Trick or treat talks about a choice. A small dragon lands upon the lid of a jack-o'-lantern. The pumpkin is lit from within, revealing a warm but slightly unsettling smile. Beneath it is a layer of autumn leaves, suggesting the darker and colder side of the year, when many choose to celebrate All Hallows Eve. Trick-or-treating is a part of modern-day Halloween customs. Children visit the homes of neighbors in the hope that they'll receive a handful of candy. It is less likely these days that they will perform a trick, since many adults will stock up beforehand and enjoy participating in the celebrations. If you receive this card, then a choice is before you. It suggests that there is more than one way to progress and that you are being given options. To be given a choice is a luxury, but we must not forget that responsibility comes with the power of choosing. Consideration or advice may be needed before committing to one choice or another. What we do in the present will have effects on what happens at a later date. Being conscious of how your actions could influence your life and the life of others, even in the distant future, is part of this card's core message. What I'm getting from that, again, is a timing card about something that happened or a choice that was made, a miscommunication that happened around like November. I know this is October, but October 31st is the last day of October. And in my early readings, I was seeing like the turkey, the wishbone. It was giving me holidays, Thanksgiving specifically. So again, going back to the end of October, talking about a choice that was made, and then like something that happened that would affect a future date. Like somebody thought about this, somebody was wronged, an injustice happened, miscommunication, somebody was put on the outside, put in timeout, there was a disadvantage, a disagreement, a disconnect. I don't know what it was that happened, October, November, December timeframe, months before, 2 months before this happened. It was something that was like building and building, the hatred, the animosity was growing. This plan was put into action. They showed up with a plan after making a specific choice over something that happened in the months prior. This wasn't like an argument that happened over dinner that night. Oh wait. Whoa, now I smell. Whoa, what am I smelling? Oh. Whoa, guys, that is strong. It smells like... I don't know, like when you step in dog poop? No, that just came out of nowhere, and I have very sensitive scent. Oh, what the fuck is that? It smells like manure or ooh. My dog is right here at my feet. He does not go to the bathroom in the house. He's been down here the entire time. You know when you like walk through poop and then like you're like, shit, I just stepped in dog shit. That's what it smells like, or like manure. If there's like, I don't hear like the neighbors next door. They're like doing something in the garden. No, that's weird. That hit me like strong in the face. That's a message. That is not. Ew. Guys, I don't know what that's about. I'll follow up with you guys if I find out what the hell just happened there. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in today. I know it was super long. I love you guys. I will be back as soon as I can. Bye.